Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks for joining me today. Hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for joining us for another edition of Sony Simplified. My name is Jordan. I'll be your host today. Before we get into today's video, just want to make sure that if you're not already, you're subscribed to the channel, you like the video, and you turn notifications on so you never miss an update from us. While you're watching today's video, we do have a live chat. So if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in there and I'll do my best to answer them. If you're watching after the live and you have any questions needed to be answered, you can just pop those in the regular comments and we'll make sure to get to you when we can. All right, but today we're going to be talking about the Bravia Theater Bar 6. It's an awesome all-in-one 3.1.2 system that all comes conveniently in one box. But a lot of you have been asking, how does the Bravia Theater Bar 6 work with Bravia TVs? Well, that's a great question, and that's going to be today's topic. We're going to talk about how to quickly access the most used settings for Bar 6 within your Bravia TV's menu, and also how to customize the quick menu and what settings you can actually adjust when you have that menu open. All right, but before we get into that, we'll get into some basic housekeeping. So before we touch any menus, we want to make sure that the bar is set up properly so you have no headaches. So first step is going to be making sure that your Bar 6 is connected to your TV. So on a modern Sony TV, that's going to be connecting it to number 3 on the TV, the eARC port. We do include an HDMI cable in the box, so you've got everything you need all ready to go. If for whatever reason you do need a different or a longer cable, make sure you're using a high quality, speed rated HDMI cable. And last but not least, you're going to want to make sure that your Bar 6 has already been set up within the Bravia Connect app, which is free for Android or iOS mobile devices. Setting up the Bar 6 first is going to make sure that the TV and the soundbar recognize each other and that your Bar 6 is optimized for the space that it's going in. If you need any additional help with setting up your Bar 6 for the first time and you just got it sitting in the box, then click the channel and make sure to watch one of my past streams where I do a deep dive on setup of the Bar 6. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's get to the meat and potatoes of today's video. That's going to be actually controlling the bar. So imagine this. You've got a movie night set up, you've got your friends or your family invited over to check out your new home theater system. The lights are dim, the popcorn's popped, the action on the screen is popping, but then the main character in the movie delivers a line and you all have a little bit of trouble understanding exactly what was said. Now the Bar 6 already has a built-in center channel to help combat this issue. It's already got great dialogue clarity, but we understand that some movies and TV shows could use a little bit of extra help. So not to worry, you've got it connected to a Bravia TV, so you're going to have access to the Voice Zoom 3 setting. But it can be really annoying when you're watching a movie to search for a second remote or pull your phone out of your pocket in the dark and be blared in the face with a bright screen. So we're going to actually access all these controls, Voice Zoom and more, using the Bravia remote that you've already got in your hand. You guys ready? Follow me. It's going to be super quick, so you might miss it. You're going to grab your Bravia remote and you're going to hit the quick settings button. Depending on your model, that's either going to look like a wrench or a cog wheel. Once you press that, the bottom menu is going to pop up showing all your quick options. You're going to use the arrow buttons on your remote to scroll over until you see your soundbar settings. So here you're going to be able to adjust settings like 1, sound field. Sound field is an awesome option, especially for classic movies, TV shows, or video games that are really going to get the up-firing speakers on your Bar 6 juiced up and active for content that doesn't already have immersive audio. Next, you're going to have access to that Voice Zoom setting. So that's going to be a Bravia exclusive feature that intelligently raises the volume of just the voices in your content while keeping the volume of the background music and effects at a lower volume level. So this is a Bravia exclusive, like I said. This is going to be available when you have the Bar 6 connected to a Bravia 5, 7, 8 Mark II, 9, or A95L. If you don't have it connected to one of those Bravias, not to worry, you're still going to have quick access to the Bar 6's built-in voice mode, which acts as an amplifier for the included center channel in the bar. Next, you're going to have quick access to the night mode. That's going to be essential for late night listening, so you don't disturb others in the house or in your building. And last but not least, you're going to have quick access to the bass level. So that's going to actually finely tune the amount of bass coming from the Bar 6's included wireless subwoofer, so you can really tailor the amount of boom depending on the content that you're watching or your preferences. And it's really that simple, guys, super quick, but we give you quick access with the Bravia remote to all your most used soundbar settings. Before I let you go, I want to give you a couple pro tips. So one is going to be, let's say you use the voice zoom setting more than the other options and you want to have even faster access to fine tune that control. Not to worry, we thought about that too. So while you have voice zoom selected in your quick menu, you're going to press and hold the center OK button on your Bravia TV remote, and then you're going to see an option to move that setting. So you can go to select move, and then you can move that to anywhere in the menu using the directional keys. Move it all the way up to the front, so when you pull up your quick menu, it's already right there waiting for you without any scrolling. Also really cool is an option built into the quick settings menu called audio output. So audio output is going to give you super quick access to switch between your Bravia TV's built-in speakers and your audio system, which in this case would be the Bar 6. Really cool, when you have audio system selected, the volume up and down keys on your Bravia TV's remote are going to control the volume of your soundbar, so you don't need a second remote or an app for that either. So that really sums it up, guys. If you do have additional questions, let's say you need some really detailed help on any Sony product, soundbar, camera, etc., please make yourself use the free one-on-one consultation program that we do offer. You're able to schedule an appointment with a Sony expert like me, and you can get a deep dive on any Sony product. Awesome, guys. Well, just a quick recap. Today we did show you how to quickly access settings for your Bar 6 in the Bravia TV's menu, and what settings you can adjust and how to customize that quick menu to make your experience even better. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Again, my name has been Jordan. This has been another edition of Sony Simplified. Before I let you guys go, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, you like the video, and you turn your notifications on so you don't miss any future videos from us. And do me a favor, if there's any videos that you'd like to see from us in the future, feel free to drop that in the comments. And if you've already got your own Bar 6, let me know how much you like it in the comments. All right, guys, that's going to be it from me today. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.